Hello, Uncle.
Hi. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. You have a question for me?
Yes.
Let's go then.
Let's go. So I was watching your last video about the consequences of our actions and your question about the capacity for someone to forgive and forget. Yeah. And also you mentioned how someone forgiving you doesn't necessarily remove the repercussion of the person who hurt you. Doesn't remove the fact that they can suffer punishment, so to speak, for it. I want to ask you how sure of you of that, and why do you think that if someone hurts me and I forgive them, they don't get away from suffering consequences? Why is that?
That's a very important question, actually, because I observed something. You know, one thing I observe is that people don't think twice before hurting good people, because they know at the back of their mind that once they go on their knees, they will forgive them. But the truth of the matter is this: for the fact that you forgave that person, it won't stop them getting the consequences of their actions. Do
you think forgiveness is absolutely necessary though? Because if I decide not to forgive, what difference does it make to how that person lives their life?
Forgiveness, your forgiveness is in your own best interest. You know, when you forgive someone and you totally forgive the person, you are free. You know, you go to bed, you sleep well. You don't think about the problem anymore. But then the problem is that the person you've forgiven, it won't stop them from getting the consequences of their actions, because that's natural. I call it natural law. Every action that we take has a repercussion, whether you get forgiveness or not. Because I see people, they are very quick to hurt good people because they know that they will get forgiveness. But that will not stop you from getting the repercussion of your actions. That one is separate. It's a different thing altogether. It's a law. It's a natural law. I will give you an example, like the law of gravity. If you throw something up, it will definitely fall down. The law of gravity doesn't understand. It doesn't respect our emotions. If you throw a baby up, the law of gravity will not say, "Oh, it's a baby. I won't let it fall." The baby is falling. You have to make sure you catch the baby, otherwise. That's why it's called law, the law of gravity. That's also why they call it the law of karma. If you do something, there is a law, there is a repercussion of your action, whether you get forgiveness or not.
Kind of a bit of a digression, but karma itself, do you think it is a real thing, or do you think it's kind of a social construct that we give ourselves to make ourselves feel better? So I'm saying to myself, karma is going to catch this person, and just in a way like forgiveness, you say it's in my best interest. It's in my best interest to think that this person is going to suffer for hurting me. But what if they go years without suffering? Or, because I feel like if karma is going to happen, I need to know about it. Well, personally, I want to know that this person is going to suffer. But if I never know, what satisfaction do I gain from, one, forgiving them or not, or two, thinking karma is going to take effect in their life?
Okay, that's interesting. See, forgiving them in the first place is in your own best interest. Then karma is proven. Life experience has shown people that it works. We've seen it all the time. That's why they say there's no peace for the wicked. That's a fact.
That's debatable, because I feel like there's this proverb, I don't know if it's a proverb, but in Yoruba culture, there's this thing that my mom in particular always used to say, that what will beat you is in your body. So I feel like for wicked people, you know, when you say there's no rest for the wicked, that wickedness that's dwelling in them is the very thing that will punish them. It's in them. So I think the punishment is innate because they haven't changed their evil ways, if you get what I mean. So that's why I'm asking, is karma really a thing, or is it?
No. It's been proven. It's real. It's exactly like the law of gravity. Every action has a repercussion. If you do something, if you sow something, whatever you sow is what you will reap. So it's there. It's been proven to be real. Whatever you do has a repercussion. There's no one way to it. If you do something good comes back to you. You know, for example, if I have a business deal with you now, and I run away with your money, and then later I come back and ask for forgiveness as you forgave me. In the future, if you have another business deal, will you come to me?
No.
But you've forgiven me. But then the future business I have to do with you might be something that will make me rich. But because of what I've done in the past, that's my punishment for the action I have taken. That's karma.
Yeah.
I lose that in the long run.
Yeah.
So that's life. It's been proven to be real. You know, whatever we do has a repercussion. Nothing goes for nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why it's good to forgive people. But then, some ignorant people take advantage of that. When they see someone that is good, a kind-hearted person, they don't think twice before they hurt them, believing that they will get away with it. But then, if you look truly into their lives, you will see the scars of karma. Wicked people, they don't. You will know that this person is not okay. That's why I say to people all the time, before you take any action, ask yourself, am I ready for the repercussion? Because it definitely will come. It's been proven.
Okay, but for me as the forgiver,
yeah,
the person that is doing the forgiving, and I'm speaking from a personal place, I want to know that someone suffered for their actions, especially if it's something that caused me deep pain. And sometimes some people are notorious for their wickedness. And I mean, there's lots of people who have gone down in history as wicked, and when they eventually die, for example, someone like Abacha, when he died, people were happy. I had an uncle whose head hit the roof when he was celebrating. We rejoice in these things because it feels like, yes, I'm seeing something that I'm happy to have happen. I'm witnessing it. But what if we don't witness it? You know?
You see, the thing is, you haven't really forgiven that person. That's the problem. If you've forgiven the person, you won't mind. You don't care what happens to them. So, and that forgiveness is very important because it's good for you, for your health.
Yeah.
And then when you forgive, you forget about the person. You don't follow them. You don't want to know what happens to them. You understand? But definitely they will get their reward, but it's not up to you to follow, to try to figure out how it will happen. Sometimes it takes a very long time to happen, but definitely it will.
But then I think this links closely to the capacity to forget, because I don't think when there's deep hurt, I don't think you can forget. Scars are things that appear on your skin. You know, when you're injured or something, there will be a mark to say that you were cut, you were burnt, and there are different types of wounds that will show up on your body. Surface wounds from burns, you know, grazes, so those things of a certain nature. And as well, depending on the type of injury, it will determine how long it takes for the scar to fade, if it fades at all. Similarly to hurt from human beings, when someone hurts you, the scar could be so deep and it may never go away. That is, I will never forget.
Yeah, but you will try as much as possible because it's in your own best interest. If you have that understanding that if you are holding on to the hurt, that you are killing yourself.
Well, I feel like that is true to an extent, but I feel like the hurt is a very good reminder to act with wisdom in certain situations. For example, the business deal you and I have, that you ran away with the money we were meant to share. The hurt gives me wisdom not to deal with you again and not to trust you.
Yeah, but that comes when I approach you for another thing in the future, another business in the future. You don't go to bed thinking about it. You know, if you hold on to it, keep thinking about it, it will hurt you in the long run.
But even still, because if I've forgiven you, and based on what you said, I've forgotten about it for my own good, I can't forget what you did to me when you come to me.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll look at you and I'll be like, ah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let you should put yourself in a position that you will remember it when you see me.
Okay.
It's not something that you go to bed thinking about.
Okay.
So when I come back to you, that's when you remember.
Okay.
So put yourself in that position, knowing that yes, me forgiving this person is for my own good. So you forgive and forget about it.
There's some things though.
You try. I know it's difficult. It's not very straightforward. It's difficult, but the main way, the best way to go about it is for you to understand that the person will not get away with what they've done to you. And then you move on. Okay.
You say that with so much surety.
It's a fact. It's been proven.
Who proved it?
It's been life experience. Like you said something about Abacha.
Yeah.
Evil people, you cannot. Life is. I don't know how it's a law.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't know much about what happened to Abacha. I just know that he died.
Everyone will die one day, but then if you look closely to these people, you might be seeing them from outside. You think they are happy. If you get into their life, you feel sorry for them, because wicked people, they know how to put up a front. They show off that they are okay, but they are not. If you look into their life, you'll be sure. But when people they know how to come out and pretend that everything is okay, it's not.
Okay, but if we look at the world on the large scale, right, we can't deny that there's people in power who oppress the masses who aren't in their elite group, and that's not to talk of conspiracies or anything, but just plainly speaking, these people have been going on for generations, and they still exist, and their families still thrive, and they thrive because of the evil they've done in the world.
Yeah, but the thing is, what you see is not what it is. The people that you are seeing, some of them are not human. The people that you are looking at, you see the money, you see the flamboyant things they are doing, they are envying you as a person. They are envying the freedom that you have. What you see is not what it is. These people that are going through hell, they might be in power, they might have the money, but they don't have peace. And until they come and tell you, you won't know. As I said before, they know how to put up this front that everybody will respect that, but when behind the closed door, what they go through, you won't believe it. So life is not about money or anything, it's about happiness. But these people you see, they do all these things and they come out, they look good, they are not happy. They are not. So that's why I tell people, don't just get carried away with what you see. The things that you don't see are more powerful than the things that you see. Trust me. So in life, I'm very sure of it, that whatever you do, there is a repercussion. Nothing goes for nothing.
Is this from a spiritual standpoint?
It's from life experience.
Or just natural
life
law?
Experience. Even the Bible says it. The Bible made it clear.
Okay, but what is somebody who doesn't believe in the Bible or anything spiritual at all, an agnostic person maybe, or someone who's atheist completely and doesn't believe in anything like that, and we're having this conversation, how do you persuade them that there is something that exists?
They will tell you, because those people that the people that you just mentioned now, there are people that believe so much in life experiences. If you talk to them, they're the one that will even convince you with what I'm saying now. Because spiritual people, we tend to look up over the things that are happening around us. We only believe in the Bible and looking into the Bible. But the people that you just said now, the people that don't believe in anything, there are people that focus so much on life experience. And they are the people that believe so much in karma, because they've seen it in action. Religious people don't want to look towards that direction. They focus on the Bible. But people that don't believe in God, they will tell you that karma is real, because it's through life experiences. Yeah, it's real. It happens all the time. You can't do any evil and get away with it, or even good.
Yeah.
If you do good, good comes to you. If you do evil, evil comes to you. It's a fact. It's a fact. And also, there's another angle I would like to look into. You know, this thing about someone retaliating. When someone do something to you, you want to retaliate. Some people, they think that when they retaliate, that it's okay.
Uncle, I'm sure you know this thing, and I'm sure you help me to like break it down. There's this thing that I hear often, Nigerians say, first to do, no they pain. Yeah. And you've done yours, it suits you, lovely, you're happy with it. But when I do my own, you will know that what you did was wrong.
Yeah, but the thing is, the person that did the thing to you
First
will get his repercussion. You that retaliated will get your repercussion.
Sometimes retaliation is for your own satisfaction.
But you will get the punishment as well. That's what I'm trying to explain now.
Yeah.
Because it's an action.
So are you saying
it's a natural law?
Nothing justifies? So if you slap me, I shouldn't slap you back?
If you want to slap me back,
yes,
I will get my punishment for slapping you,
yes,
and you will get your punishment for slapping me back.
From who?
From nature, from the law of nature.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to bring out here.
Okay.
Every action has a repercussion. That's why the Bible said, leave vengeance for God. If someone hurts you and you hurt them back, they will get their punishment for hurting you. You will get your punishment for hurting them back, depending on what you did to them. It's the action that determines the punishment.
So me slapping you back after you slap me,
it makes you feel good then.
Yeah.
In the future, you will get the punishment for slapping me.
Yes.
And I will get my punishment for slapping you back, because it's the action.
But why should I? Because it was unprovoked and unwarranted. You have no right to slap me.
Yeah, but that's why even in normal law, as we live in now,
yeah,
someone hurt you and you punch them and they fell down and die, the court will not say, okay, we'll leave you because he hurt you first. No, you will go down for killing someone. So if retaliation you will still face the same punishment as the person that hurt you in the first place. So people say, he did it to me first, then it makes you feel good then, yeah, fine. But at the end of the day, you will still get the punishment for retaliating.
I don't know.
It's hard to take, but it's real.
Because
the law of karma is real.
Like you said, and rightly so in the beginning, we human beings, we're so messed up that we take for granted the good nature of other humans.
Yeah.
And that happens too often.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes it's not so bad if a so-called good person decides to stand up for themselves. And by standing up for themselves, that might mean that they have to show someone that, you cannot do this to me again.
Yeah, but not by hurting the person. There's so many ways you can go about it.
But hurt is relative, because if I stand up to someone who is taking advantage of my good nature, and I say to them, or maybe threaten them that if you do this, this will be what I do as a result. That threat alone could hurt them. It could hurt their feelings, maybe wrongly.
Yeah, but the consequences of you will get from verbal threat is not going to be something that will hurt you in the future.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What you receive depends on what you give. The level of your action depends the level of the repercussion you will get. So that's why I tell people, if before you do anything, ask yourself, am I ready for the consequences of what I'm trying to do?
So if you slap me,
yeah,
and I slap you back,
yes,
I have to be ready for consequences.
Of course. That's why the Bible made it clear. Let vengeance be for God. Let him deal with it.
So if you slap me,
yeah,
I should let God slap you later.
See, that's why we are Christians, and that shows that maturity as well. If you look at it from a natural point of view, not being spiritual.
Yes,
it makes you mature. People respect you more. But because when I slap you, people are expecting you to slap back. But if you walk away, it makes you the bigger person. Yeah, it makes you. But if you snap me back, you will feel good. Yes, I've done it. But then you will get the repercussion. You will. So that's why it's clear. Every action has a repercussion. I'm sure of that.
This is an interesting take.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. That's why before you do anything, think about it. Am I ready for what will come back from this? Because it will. It might take time. But it will. Definitely. It might take time, but it will. Definitely. I'm sure about that.
My mom and my aunties will agree with you, but I just don't know. There's something in my system that just doesn't agree with it. And I know everybody will have had their fair share of hurt or something that has happened to them that, you either want to take your own revenge back or you're hoping for the repercussions of their actions to manifest. But in that time, I'm not forgetting.
I know it's difficult, but it's in your own interest. Because if you keep thinking about it and develop a kind of sickness, then it's a win-win for the person that hurt you. It's a double win for them. They might have moved on with their lives, and you are still thinking about it, and then you develop high blood pressure. Well, double win for the person.
There are some hurts that people hurt you. For example, maybe domestic abuse or emotional abuse. Those things stick.
It sticks, but you will try. That's why you need counselors. You need help sometimes. It's not something that you do on your own. If it's something like so deep like that, like domestic abuse or things, you need someone to talk to, a professional that will help you, because it's very important that you forget about it. Because if you keep thinking about it, you end up hurting yourself. The person that did it to you they don't care, and they go on living their life. They don't care. So it's in your own best interest to do whatever you can to forget about it, knowing fully well that the person that did it will get his reward or her reward. That's life. It's life.
I'm not satisfied, but
but his life it's been proven. The law of karma has been proven. It's real, because I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen people. Come on. But the thing is that the one thing that is very funny is that evil people, they know how to pretend. You will see them. You think everything is good, everything is fine. They will do everything to put up a good show, but behind the closed doors, they are dying. If you know what they are going through, you feel sorry for them. That's why I tell people, that's how I live my life. Before I do one thing now, I'll ask myself, what will be the level of, what will it take? Can I handle it? If I can't handle it, I'm not doing it. Because definitely, I've experienced it. It happens. For real. It happens. So that's it. But this is my own personal opinion, and this particular Q&A section is for the viewers as well. You can disagree with what I said. That's why we have a comment section. Let us know what you think about it, so we can learn from each other. You know, I'm not a professor. I'm not. I'm just saying my own point of view.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So anyone that disagrees with what I said, you can comment on the comment section, so we can learn from each other. Yeah.
But if you slap me, I will slap you back. I will slap you back.
If I slap you back, you'll be ready for the consequences.
I'm happy. I've counted the cost. I will slap you back straight away.
Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I will see you soon. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.